Good afternoon YouTubers, van dwellers. Today I'm going to show you what I did to make a couple of templates to put my skylight in. The skylight took me just over an hour. It was so simple, and I'm going to show you how. So here we go. So the box that the skylight came in I kept, which you should always keep. Templates are always handy when you're doing this kind of thing, even if you're just using them just to lay things out on the floor, to make sure that things fit where you want them to fit and things like that. But this is what I did. So the internal part of the skylight that comes through the roof itself, I measured and made a template out of the box here, and then the outside of the part that sits on the roof that gets screwed through the roof, I made another template with the holes. If I was going to drill them through, but in the end I changed my mind and I didn't bother, because it was just too much hassle. Drilling, you do one hole and the template might move, and it just causes more problems than anything. So you might as well just get your wood in place, tack it up there, get a little bit of wood to wedge it up there or whatever, get somebody to help you, or seal it to the roof, let that set, and then screw it down is what I did, to be fair. Right, so I got my internal template. I did mine from the inside of the van, all of it mainly, apart from the screwing down bit obviously. So I measured the template, offered it up to the roof to make sure it'd miss all the ribs that were running down the length of the van. Marked it out on the inside, like I say, with marker pen. I drilled a hole in the corner. Got my jigsaw, didn't want to use a grinder. Don't use a grinder. The hot sparks will melt into your paint, potentially rusting your van in the future, causing more problems than it's worth. So just cut out your hole, get your sunroof, your skylight, sorry, jump on the roof, offer it up, make sure, have a quick jump back down, have a look inside, make sure it's all nice and fits and everything like that. I had a couple of mil extra around the outside of mine, so the seal could come actually down the side, inside of the van, and seal it completely, because I put plenty on. It's best to put plenty on, just round there, there's the 3 ribs that run around the perimeter of my skylight, which I filled up to the brim, 2 mil over the top, just so it could all squash down. And it did squash down. It even came through the roof nicely. It really went on well, to be fair. I didn't use this template in the end, the drilling one. I just self-tapered, like I say. So mark your template on the inside of your van, make sure that you miss all the ribs, cut it out, offer it up to make sure it fits. I use Tiger Seal. There's others on the market like Sikaflex 512. They're both polyurethane, they stick to all steel, most plastics and everything else. I got mine from L.R. Harris and Sons at the old Junction Boatyard in Leicester. They were more than helpful. I have had to ask them for advice over things like my hot water and all clips, my food grade water pipes that I've used, everything, all from L.R. Harris and Sons in Leicester at the old Junction Boatyard. It's unsponsored, I'm not getting anything for this. They were just really helpful, so I thought I'd just pass their name on. They were just brilliant, I've got to admit. But you can get it from other places, obviously, caravan stores and places like that. It might be a little bit dearer, if you're on a budget, then you might want to give them a ring, look them up online. And really, that was it really. It was just as simple as that. I put plenty of the Tiger Seal on. It's better to have too much than too little. Squashed it down, like I say, it all squashed through the roof. It was just brilliant, and that was it really. It took just over an hour to put my skylight in. Admittedly, I have had quite a lot of experience in fabrication, but to cut a hole in a perfectly good roof it is a bit of a worry, obviously, if you get it wrong. Not been thinking straight lately, but it all went well. There's no problems. We've had really bad weather here in the UK, as you probably noticed from my Facebook pictures and all that. So just go for it. You know, it is easy. It's easy. You can't go wrong. Measure twice, cut once. Remember that. Good luck.